Hi friends, I am Sai Chaitanya. Welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's video, I'll try to compare the both phones Realme X7 Pro versus the Mi11X device. So let's see friends which phone will be the best option for a lot of users, because this is the most requested video in my channel. So asking me that which phone is the best option. So either the Realme X7 Pro or the Mi11X device, as you can see friends. So the main reason for this kind of confusion is that both phones are available for the same kind of price range, but both phones are capable different levels friends. So that's what I categorized each and every category. For example, the processor, in the processor I'll be describing about all those categories, and display, battery, camera and other categories, and finally the price. And let's conclude in the end of this video which phone is the best option for the long-term usage. So in case if you're watching first time this channel, make sure to subscribe to my channel friends, and also do check the links in description for more videos on this Mi11X device. You can find all the playlist will be in the description below. So let's get started friends with this kind of comparison. So first let's begin with the processor comparison. So in terms of the processor, there are three things you need to note down. So first is that what type of RAM they are using, and what is the UFS read and write speed storage, and next is what is the AnTuTu benchmark score results depending upon the processor. So first, the processor which is present in the Realme X7 Pro is the Dimensity 1000 plus chipset. So whereas in the Mi11X which is present is a Snapdragon 870 chipset. So in terms of the performance wise and AnTuTu benchmark test results, obviously this Snapdragon 870 is far better than this Dimensity 1000 plus processor. So in my testing, I did find out that the results are quite different. So let me try to show you the results. As you can see friends, so in this Realme X7 Pro I got about 5,23,000 and here 6,86,000. So overall there's a difference of close to 1,50,000 to 60,000 difference is there. So in terms of the performance and the AnTuTu benchmark test results, obviously this Mi11X is a clear winner. So next is a RAM type. So RAM type which is present in this Realme X7 Pro is that LPDDR4 RAM type. So which is present in this Mi11X is a LPDDR5 RAM type, and UFS 2.1 versus UFS 3.1. So that is a quite drawback friends in this Realme X7 Pro. The only problem is that the phone has only the UFS 2.1 and the LPDDR4X RAM type. So whereas this phone has got the LPDDR5X and UFS 3.1 storage. So there is a quite difference between both the smartphones. So in terms of the processor and all this category, clear winner is the Mi11X device. So no doubt at all friends, definitely the Snapdragon 870 and the Mi11X is far better as a future-proof option. So now let's move to the next category, which is the display. So under the display, there are three different things you need to know. So when you're buying this kind of mobile phone, so first is a refresh rate, so then next brightness, and then next what panel they are using. So first let's begin with the refresh rate. So both phones they are kind of same kind of refresh rate which uses the 120 Hz refresh rate. So let me try to show you friends. So there is no problem in that. So both are having the same kind of refresh rate in terms of the category, as you can see 120 Hz and 120 Hz. So next is the brightness. In terms of the brightness, the Mi11X has got 1300 nits of maximum peak brightness, and whereas the Realme X7 Pro has got 1100 or 200. So in terms of the brightness wise, both phones are kind of same to each other. So there is nothing much major difference I observed. So in the refresh rate, both are same. So in terms of the brightness, both are close to each other. I'll try to do the sunlight visibility as well later on in other videos. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that video. So final thing is a panel. The types of panels both phones they are using is quite different. I already did a video on display comparison as well. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned if you aren't interested in that. In terms of the display comparison, I'll try to do another video as well. But overall, in terms of the display panel, the Samsung's E4 panel is quite better than this normal AMOLED panel which is present in this Realme X7 Pro. So there is not only the hardware, this software optimization is really good in this Mi11X, particularly Redmi POCO phones. That is what I like. The software optimization while watching videos is really good. So in terms of the display segment, the panel wise slightly better points for this Mi11X for the Samsung's E4 panel. So that is what the phone has. So that's why I'm giving points to this phone. So next category comes to the battery. So in terms of the battery, we do need fast charging, and we also want a very good battery backup. So in terms of the fast charging friends, obviously the Realme X7 Pro is the clear winner. It can charge within 35 minutes of time. So 35 minutes of time, and this phone takes about 0 to 100 close to 65 minutes of time. So overall it's kind of twice the time the Realme X7 does. So for 65 minutes and 35 minutes of time, and battery backup, both are having same kind of 4500 mAh of capacity. So I did not see much major difference. So both phones I am getting about 4 to 6 hours of screen on time friends regularly, so without any problem. So even I am really disappointed with this kind of battery backup in both the phones. I'm not happy in both the phones. So both phones are kind of close to each other. So in the charging speed, I'm giving points to the 65 watt fast charger, whereas this Mi11X has got only 33 watt fast charger. So there is a major drawback in this phone. The charging speed is only 33 watt fast charging. That is what you need to know. So finally, in terms of the camera. So in terms of the camera friends, the one which is present in the Mi11X has a 48 megapixel, and the Realme X7 Pro has got 64 megapixel camera lens. So I'll try to do the separate in-depth comparison between both the phones. So as a outline overall, both phones can capture very good images friends, so without any issues. So right now you can see here, you can see the speed it's capturing. It's very fast. So same thing goes to this Realme X7 Pro as well. So sometimes you can see lag is going on. Sometimes. So both phones can capture very good images friends, so no problem in terms of those. You can see the Realme X7 Pro has got slightly more brightness if you compare to this Mi11X images. You can see here in all the shots, you can see the background as well, so which everything got highlighted. So I'll try to do in-depth comparison friends. I know it's not fair comparison right now, but overall I'm just trying to show you what are the major changes you might see. So 64 megapixel versus 48 megapixel. In terms of the video mode, so 4K 30 FPS is there. So in this, let me try to show you in the Realme X7 Pro how much you can record the maximum. So let me try to go to the settings and show you. So 4K 30 FPS, as you can see, 4K 60 FPS you can record. So here you can only record 4K 30 FPS. I know a lot of users, they may not be requiring that kind of 4K 60 FPS, but still this is the one thing to know. And slow motion recording, let me try to show you friends which phones can record what type of slow motion. So 1080 at 960 FPS is possible in this Mi11X device. As you can see, 1080 resolution and 960 FPS. In this, I think slow motion can record only at 720 resolution or 1080 as well, but maybe a little bit kind of slow motion, not hyper slow motion. So I'll try to do this kind of comparison between both the phones friends later on. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. But overall, both phones kind of close to each other. So that is a one thing of conclusion, but I'll try to do in-depth comparison on this camera as well. Even I need to test both phones. So next is other category. So other category includes the loudspeaker, haptic feedback, dual 5G mode, both phones has. And in terms of the haptic feedback, both phones having the same kind of haptic level, same kind of intensity friends. So there is nothing much major difference I noticed in terms of this haptic feedback in both the phones. So let me try to show you. So these are the options which is present in this haptic feedback. I'm trying to get that haptic feedback options. So it is a vibration intensity, so where you can select weak, strong as well on vibrate and even on touch. So whereas in this Mi11X device, you do an option of increasing the haptic level however you want. So that's a very good feature which is present in this Mi11X device. So apart from that, I did not see much difference. So there is no LED notification light, and the Mi11X will be having the IR blaster on the top. So Dolby Atmos, so both phones are having the Dolby Atmos. I'll try to test the loudspeaker comparison between both the phones very soon. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for that video in case if you are interested. So final thing, it comes to the price. The price of this Realme X7 Pro is about 29,999. So 29,999 as you can see friends. So let me try to quickly show you. So 29,999 as you can see here friends clearly. The price of this Mi11 is also close to 29,999 rupees. So overall friends, in terms of the pricing segment, both phones kind of are close to each other, and for this kind of price, so there is more advantage for this Mi11X device. So the first advantage, the major advantage is only regarding this processor friends. So trust me, if you are a gamer, so if you are a gamer, hardcore gamer, or if you want to buy a phone and use it for next 4 to 5 years, so this phone is the best option, the Mi11X device. So that is what I am recommending friends. So apart from camera, apart from camera and the battery backup, everything is perfect in this phone, so except camera and the battery backup. So thank you friends for watching this video. This is the overall conclusion and final review on comparison between both the phones. I hope you understood all the comparisons, and definitely I'll try to concentrate more on this camera part in another video as well. So don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for those videos. So thank you friends for watching this video, and see you in the next video friends. Until then, bye.